Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now, we're in the kitchen with H-E-B to learn how to cook up a tomahawk steak and a bone-in pork chop with Chef Scott Tompkins.
Scott, what kind of meat do you have right here in front of us?
So we have our beautiful beef tomahawks, and then we also have our pork tomahawk.
That's how you kick off rodeo.
That is exactly.
You want to get your hands on some steaks. That's how you do it.
Piece of thick meats. This is about it's about 2 inches thick, maybe a little more.
You can't just throw these things straight onto the grill like this. You got to season them up. So what kind of seasonings
Season them
do you
up.
have?
So we've done 2 different kind of seasonings, and both could work for this 100%. Okay, so for the pork tomahawk, we're going to do a toasted spice mixture that consists of our tillatry, black peppercorns, our little crushed red pepper, fennel seeds, juniper berries, and of course our cumin seeds. So these all get toasted in a dry pan. For the steaks, I did a chili citrus salt. So it's basically taking 2 pantry items. This is an ancho chili powder and any chili mix you like. Mix it with kosher salt and add orange and lemon zest to it. And the longer it sits, you can kind of actually see some of the little clumps in here.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
still some of the zest. The longer it sits, the more moisture the salt will draw out of the citrus and the zest itself, and it'll become a little more dry, and then it's a little more available to sprinkle instead of
Oh
like
my
clumping.
gosh.
We're gonna do a lot of seasoning because these are very thick cuts of meat. So don't be shy. I obviously like a lot of seasoning on my...
You can't really over-season, or can you over-season?
You want a liberal amount. So whatever liberal means to you, I would say liberal amount.
As
Don't go,
crazy as you want to get, right?
Exactly, don't go chintzy on it. And because we're doing a bone-in cut, you wanna let this sit out at room temperature for at least, I would say 30 to 45 minutes, because if you were to take this out of the chill chest, put it right on the grill, you've got so much cold right where the bone is, by the time this is all to the perfect doneness that you like, all this bone in here, where all that meat is completely still raw. So you wanna let it sit out so everything has a chance to kind of come to room temperature and settle down. And these go onto our preheated grill, and that's it, really simple.
And these are ready to rock and roll.
Grill
then.
them up, yeah, that is it, that's all we're doing. And
Well, let's
then
do it.
Just need some great cornbread to go with it. Because it has the bone in it, you can set it up on the side of the bone. So now sometimes you have to rig this. You may have to kind of hold it up or kind of rig it against or sit it against something. Usually I can kind of rig this to where it'll stay somewhat up. Usually you can kind of wedge the bone down the grill a little bit.
So wedge the bone on the side, put it up like that, and
Exactly.
it'll cook and finish without getting any more dark.
Exactly.
That's a teachable moment.
If I hold it, it's perfect. So then that's it. And we're just gonna let it rest, and then we'll cut into it in a little bit.
While the steaks rest and before we feast, H-E-B chef Charlotte Samuel's gonna show us how to make cornbread in a cast iron pan.